Welcome to an in-depth analysis of a 22 kills and 5 deaths search and destroy game I had last night. Disclaimer, yes, I know I'm playing against like platinums and whatever. I hadn't played really much in a few ranked seasons, so that's just where my rank's at in the game. But anyways, I just want to break down my thought process when I'm playing the game and kind of how I read opponents, how I read the map, and how I go about playing Search and Destroy and Call of Duty in general, and how I think about the game because I think it's really interesting. So we're just going to go round by round to break it down. So to start off the game, I usually like to go, I have some markup stuff here, but I usually like to go, if you take a look at the map on the top left, usually like to go here, stun this door here and watch this cross. It's a really good play. But I got a little late start, so I was like, you know what, let me just go backstairs, try to get an angle. So that's what I did here. Let me get used to using this thing. So I run backstairs. Now, I throw a stun to stun check open because a lot of people just like to run open, which is a decent aggressive play by the defense on this map, which this map plays very odd for the record. But anyways, so I stun check that. I don't hit anything. Teammates calling out that they pushed close. I'm not sure just exactly where he's got that information from, but now I know that I stun checked open and nobody seemed to have pushed out, but now I know someone's pushing close, so they're probably going to be playing this close wall. So at this point, I'm still a little bit cautious of, you know, this head glitch here, which you can wall bang through here, which is good, but it's still a pretty rough gunfight, especially if you're up, you know, away from the stair head glitch like I am here. But I'm not too worried about that because I stun checked for info. Now at this point, I'm very vulnerable, especially round one with no trophy, to grenades and stuns. But luckily the other team, not being that great at the game, didn't bother using stuns or nades, I don't believe. So let's go ahead and play it out. As you can see, I'm using mine. By throwing this nade, you know, it looks like I'm just throwing a nade for the heck of it, but that buys me, in my mind, a few seconds of extra time where if between me throwing that first stun like that, between that time, nothing there. If they were not quite out yet, now they could be pushing, thinking, okay, I dodged that guy's stun, now I'm going to push out. And this is just like the little things I think about throughout the game. This video is probably going to be kind of long, but hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments if you like this type of video, because I enjoy thinking about the game and breaking it down like this. But so that's why, you know, after I do that stun, I throw a nade to basically nade check it again. It is kind of a waste of utility. And if there's one critique I have about my gameplay as a whole, it's definitely I waste utility a lot because I use it up really quick beginning of rounds. So that's just a critique of myself. But I have the information of the guy on this close wall. So what I do is I kind of challenge it by swinging wide here. And we're going to see how it works out. So he's playing that bench spot. Pretty good spot on his part. He kind of missed some shots and I hit my shots pretty much. And I think me just jump challenging him, you know, kind of caught him off guard a little bit. And he probably also didn't realize I had the information that he was there. So it definitely caught him off guard a little bit. And he tried to jump away here, but of course I got him. So now I'm immediately taking my attention back to looking at open and close, but I can already see close as there's nobody there. So I'm turning my attention back to stage as well as open gate. So as soon as I get him, check closed quickly and then jump up to this little head glitch here, not too far, to where I can get away if there is people there. But it looks like a nade went off. Yeah, a nade went off there. Not actually sure where that came from, but so there we go. So at this point, my teammate planted B, or my team planted B, so I'm like, okay, that's information. So now I kind of have them split. Because, you know, they don't really need, I'm pretty much behind the enemies at this point because they're gonna have to go defuse B, so I'm in a pretty good spot. So I get that kill. I'm already pre-checking open because it's just commonplace, people are usually gonna play. We plant B, so I know that person's probably gonna be needing to turn around, but they do know I'm here. So I just jump challenge it, pretty much an ego chow here. They do have a sniper and they do actually hit a shot but get a hit marker. And instead of playing my life here, you know, I just ego it, do a little prone shot, get the kill. Teammate gets killed on the other side of the map. Little pre-fire at closed gate there, you know, just in case someone's trying to trade me. You know, it can look like you're hacking sometimes when you do stuff like that, but just have a habit of doing that stuff. And wow, we're only 30 seconds in, but that's the first round there. Here we are on the first offense. I'm not actually sure what I did. Okay, so I was gonna do the horse jump, but my teammate did that. But then I realized I was going to be a little late, rushing that P1 on the lower side, which is a pretty aggressive, dangerous play anyways. So I just kind of ended up figuring out what to do slowly over this round. Played it a lot slower. And, I'm just kind of holding here, waiting for info. A teammate goes down early. That's all right. I'm just playing slow here, trying to hit a little jump. So I actually get eyes, I think, on someone up there. Yeah. And I almost get the wallbang kill through that window. So at this point, we're on defense, so you can play pretty passively and just kind of wait for the plant until you're forced to do something. Other than that, I'm just kind of looking for picks, waiting for info. People like top single a lot. Guy goes top single, ripped him. Pretty easy kill there. At this point, I'm just kind of snaking, waiting for info. Pretty basic defense here. I mean, we're really not even defending A at all. We're kind of just wondering why they didn't plant yet. They were definitely playing more timid, probably after that first round when I wiped them. So I have a teammate die over P1 side, so I'm immediately thinking maybe they're going to push through to B. And then it ends up a 1v3. So I'm like, all right, let me re-wrap B in case they push over here. They plant A though. So now I'm kind of in a rough spot. I just go ahead and pop my dead silence because I'm going to get aggressive on these guys. Try to clear as many angles as I can quickly. Jump over here. And I make a good challenge quickly on this guy. End up getting a quick kill, but I get instantly traded out by a guy coming off the stone steps area, unfortunately. Let's go ahead to the second offensive round and see what I actually did here. Again, I haven't watched through this. This is the first time I've actually watched it back in a day. So here's one of my usual plays. If I don't stun the double door and watch the cross, which is, over here, I like to just watch this lower area through the rails, and then I'll come around. You'll see me check that single hop up, because a lot of people like to do that single window hop up. So here I get a few shots on a guy. Probably could have killed him if I really, was focused there. But got a few shots on him, got the info. Start watching top single. Sure enough, guy jumps in there thinking he's going to make a play. Take him out. Saw another guy right there, so I know there's another one there. So I'm holding it. Now at this point, he crosses, so I know he's in our top dubs. At this point, I have a, how do I want to word this? Like a mental picture in my head of where this guy is. So at this point, he just ran in. He's probably somewhere in here, right? So I kind of have a ticking clock in my head as to how long it's going to take him to run over here and flank me through this doorway, which you'll see me check in a second. But I also am watching it to just make sure he doesn't instantly challenge back out, which would be a very bad play on his part. But if he guns me, it could work out for him. So at this point, I'm kind of just in my head thinking, okay, here's where he is now. And then a second later, he might be here. A second later, he might be over here if he's running. So that's kind of the internal clock in my head as I'm watching this. And as you can tell, I immediately, pretty quickly, just start checking this door because, I mean, it's just the most obvious kind of flank route play for him. If I'm still playing that left corner, for him to just bust through this door and get a crossfire on me. So I'm also hesitant of the stone steps door because it's I'm vulnerable from there too. But good news for me is both doors are shut, so I should have a good chance to react when they do bust through, and that's exactly what happens here in a second. Now at this point, he could be anywhere doing anything. I mean, at this point, this guy could still be, hiding behind this door. He could have jumped down and went bottom art, or he could have went stone steps here, or he could have went all the way around to spawn and, get up behind me and do that window jump or something. But this guy, wasn't that creative with his route. I guess he just tried to play it really slow, and it didn't fool me. So as soon as that door busted open, I saw this guy, of course, which I was able to get him. But also, if you notice there was a second guy jumping off of that balcony out there. So you can see right there, I saw a glimpse of him, and then you see his red dot. So anyways, I get an easy pick on that guy. He doesn't know where I'm at, so he just jumps through. Now this guy, that guy has a few options. He could come up into my door here quickly, or slowly. He could also go bottom art, or he could wrap all the way around spawn. So I'm actually not sure what this guy ended up doing. I think he ended up coming to the side door, actually, just at a weird timing. So I'm kind of watching that side door to see what he does. I'm also cautious of bottom art, as well as, he could go anywhere. So I decided to just kind of swap positions so that he doesn't know where I am. And at this point, I see the doors open, so he must have ran in. I got some weird timing here. And then, I see him. we're in a 4v1, but you know, I'm just a rat, so I'm playing it really safe. I jump out top single, actually go back to bottom art, and I get a different angle on the guy. And I mean, this guy's just screwed. I mean, no time on the clock. Me just playing it way safer than I even need to, just because that's my play style sometimes. And yeah, at that point, I mean, 3 rounds in, we're 7-1. So hopefully that was a good breakdown of that round. Now let's go into the next round. So here we have another defense. Let's see what I did on this one. I have no idea what I actually did. So looks like I'm running. Teammates said they were pre-needing P1, so I just did it with them. I honestly don't know the timings on that. I probably threw it way too early. But I did it. So I bust open these doors. I'm just kind of watching top dubs. Nothing there. Teammate gets a trade. They fast plant A this round, so I just wrap back around. I watch my top single jump. People really like to flank out of, you know, once you go to retake A here or in close, people would love to just jump out of here or bottom art and get a pinch on you. So I'm just really cautious of that. It's just probably one of the most popular plays on Fortress, easy to read. And I think that's kind of what happened here. So I haven't seen anybody up there, but I decided to stun check it. I actually get a hit marker, so now I know someone was up there. Mark it for my team. I'm trying to help my team here, though. Get a trade. We end up in a 2v2. And I just saw the guy jump out of the window there. He was very brief. And he actually saw me as well, but I ended up getting a headshot on him. And then this next part here is just a complete misplay on my part, where we should have actually won this round. So at this point, I see my teammates in a fight with the guy back stone steps. I should have, and there's only like 1 second left to defuse where I would actually get it. And I decided to just hop, hoping my teammate would get the kill, and he didn't. The guy was one shot. If I just stand on bomb here, get one shot off, and then pick it up, I think I would have just barely had it. Right there, all I need to do is put one shot into him, and I would have won the round. I would have had like just enough time to get it. But instead, I picked it up, and that was pretty much it. I got the kill, but there's only 3 seconds left. So that was it for that round. It was a loss on a bad decision on my part. I should have just got one shot off on the guy right there before I picked the bomb up. So that's one critique of myself. So at this point, we're 7-2 or 8-2, 9-2, something like that. So this round, this is a really aggressive strategy I like to do, you know, maybe once per game. If you do it more than once per game, especially at the, you know, higher ranks like diamond and above, especially, it's not going to work well. But if you do this like once per game, or maybe a couple times with the lower ranks, you can really get a jump on people like I did here. End up getting a double kill, almost a triple. Now immediately I'm making a read on this guy. He's probably not going to challenge here. I mean, that would be a crazy challenge on his part. We're playing platinum, so they're not that bad usually. So most obvious play on his part is to just wrap behind me quickly through bottom art and assume that I'm still going to be watching for people over here. And that's what he does, and I just kind of read it within a second. Hit a little slide here on accident, but it works out perfectly. I get a kill, pick up his gun in case there's another one. Immediately looking for info. We find the last guy. And then I decide to come get my AR, and I do a little hop up spot just to watch the cross and everything. Get up on the truck, we get the bomb plant, and now I don't really know where he is exactly, but I'm assuming he hasn't crossed, but he could have. So actually, I didn't even realize he's right here. I didn't see him at this point. This is kind of funny, but at this point, I'm kind of splitting the map down the middle here. So he could be over on this side. He could have even went bottom art, or he could be in one of these corners behind this box. But I'm just kind of splitting it, watching, you know, here, and then I'm actually pre-aiming up here in case he tries to come out there. But he's actually here. He actually went all the way around and came out this gate, I do believe. But let's see when I spot him here. I spotted him pretty quickly. Snap to him. Easy kill. But in this scenario, you know, this is just a great spot for me, especially post plant. I mean, it's a 3v or 4v1 actually, but at any point in the game, like, this is just a good spot on this map because you can just literally split the map in two. People can only be, I'm actually gonna try to use these arrows. People can only be on this side of the map, or they can be on this side of the map. So this really splits the map well from the spot, and it's just a good high up spot where people aren't going to be centering up there either. So let's go ahead and continue to the next round. All right, so here we are, the next defense. Let's see what I do. I actually have no idea what I did here, especially on the defenses. So it looks like this time I decided to just do that fast P1 challenge. Now, I didn't go super fast because I wanted to make sure I watched my top dubs because the dude did play there earlier, and that's a pretty vulnerable spot from here. So I decided to sit in this corner where I'm protected from any angles on my left, and then I can just watch right here in these windows. And it's not a very favorable gunfight for me against higher ranks, but at this rank I really am not too worried. And I actually do see somebody jump around there. They come back and I end up just actually bailing because I know that's not a great gunfight for me. They can just head glitch that and I'm just out in the open. So I decide to move. We get a teammate picked, 3v4. I stun check deep top single, get the information that there's still a guy there, and then they plant A, so I'm just kind of playing for information here. Just kind of waiting patiently. Again, I'm kind of very cautious of this guy jumping out P1 here, or top single rather, because, you know, if I just push up into here, this guy could just hear me, jump out, easy kill on me. So I don't really want that to happen, but of course we are on limited time here. With the bomb down, a teammate dies to my left. I actually am not sure where it was, so I decided to just go ahead and try to get a quick hop up into the window. I do get it. I hear the guy running behind me. I tried to turn snap on him, but it wasn't enough. So another round lost there. Here we are on the next offense. Let's see what I do on this round. I think I might watch the mid cross this round. No, I'm going back stairs again. Okay. So we're going back to the stairs. I like to get up on these barrels here and look back this way towards the gates. It's the timing here isn't good if people are actually rushing the gates, which ends up kind of happening to me. They do end up stunning me this time. I get naded. Doesn't hit me too bad though, so I just lay down, play my life. Kind of waiting for info. Not sure if they're going to push hard. I start clearing the angles one by one. That guy's once again in that corner. Pretty easy to find. And then I find another guy here, hit a nice little jump shot on him. Just, he's trying to play that platform heady. At this point, I'm looking at my minimap and I'm seeing that, okay, we got our guy with the bomb that's going to go plant. We got a guy somewhere over here. I'm not sure where that guy is. And then this guy, he's like bottom art, I think. So our wide flank, you know, around here, still pretty open. So I go around and decide to pick that up in case somebody's flanking around the back. And I just get up on these logs here. End up finding a guy that did push top dubs. Not sure where he went at this point. I marked it for my team so they know someone's there. I got the assist, so I knew that that guy I just shot was gone. So this fourth guy is unknown. And then he just got called out open. So I just kind of run at him. Teammate got him, cleaned it up. So at this point, we're 15-2. And the teammates are asking why. I just know. So that's just how I enjoy playing Search. I love reading the people and they think I'm cheating. So let's go ahead and skip to the next round here. Now we're here on offense again, or defense rather. I decided to get very aggressive in this top middle window. Very aggressive play. But you never know when it could work. So I get a couple shots on this guy. Not a good challenge for me, especially with the Vaznev. So I decide to take my time, hop out this window. And I already have a teammate pushed up, so that gives me free reign to actually go take this corner here. And I mean, these doors are already open. Now here, I don't know where their player went that was, I'm assuming, playing here. Or, you know, over here even. But that player would have got an easy kill on me. But luckily for me, you know, I should have like cleared this before I just ran in like this. But, you know, I just ran in there rogue. That guy was still in the same spot that he saw me from earlier. And I just gunned him. He couldn't believe it. So now, you know, I'm weak. I'm just sitting in a corner, seeing where my teammates are. I know I have a teammate watching back truck and then a teammate like P1 cannon area. I stun check that corner just in case someone pushed up to try to trade me. And right there, I get shot at from top single. He gets me weak, so I just kind of lay down. Looking for info. Teammate dies bottom art, I believe, or cannon. So I'm aware of somebody over there. And my teammate's pretty much right with me, I think. I think he's right under me. So 2v3, I decided not be a sitting duck and try to make a play. But I have like no information at this point. Everyone's kind of running around, so I make the decision to just sit in a corner and kind of wait on some info. And then I slowly work my way around the back. Now, I like to play the back edge of maps when I don't know where the enemies are, I like to just play like these edges, because then I don't have to worry too much about behind me, because I kind of keep everything in front of me is the concept there. So that's why I did that. And then teammate goes down 1v3. So I'm just kind of clearing everything. I have no idea where anybody's at. They're probably all towards B, but you never know. And they're probably gonna have somebody watching mid map if they're good at all, but I ended up just getting killed as soon as I jump out the window. But yeah, they just caught me jumping out the window. I didn't really try to make too much of a play there. So now this round, I do my usual stun check on the door, watch the cross. I only got one of them open. I did get shot at from open gate, so I know someone was there. A teammate dies top single immediately, so I quickly go check this doorway in case he tries to get aggressive and push through. My teammates start dropping like flies. So at this point, we pretty much lost all map control. My teammate with the bomb is behind me, and I'm just trying to watch, you know, the push through top art. I'm also watching the P1 push, and I end up jumping back to this truck here, or onto the cannon at least, and just trying to watch the pinch here, see if I can get a pick. And I go back to the cannon, get a guy on top of the horse that was trying to watch the whole map. And then here, you know, I'm just looking for info, just playing. At this point, I'm assuming that there's people on A and even back into our spawn, and maybe even bottom art. And there's the bottom art guy, or maybe he was tree, but I end up just kind of getting a good timing on him, honestly. My teammate somehow made his way B with the bomb. So at this point, like I just said, I'm assuming that the enemies have made their way, you know, back to our spawn on the A side of the map. So what I'm doing now is I'm just gonna once again cut off this middle angle here, where I'm assuming they have to be here, and I'm not as worried over here on the right. So I just pretty much have the map cut. Now I do have to watch my back because my back is exposed, and as you can tell, I'm trying to make sure I don't get a bad timing that way. And of course, there's a guy there on the left side of the map that I had cut off. I decide, since we are in a 2v2, to play with my teammate. So while I had the opportunity to not get cut off, I decided to cross because my teammate was in a 1v1 over here. So I definitely had the good timing over here to join my teammate in a 2v1 before that fourth guy got there. So here I get a little weak. I'm trying to play time. I need top maps in case someone's pushing out there. I decided to kind of forfeit my teammate here. I probably should have helped him, but I had no idea where this other guy was going to be and didn't want to get traded. So I just play this really conservatively and hope they don't hop it immediately. This guy jumps down. I kind of gunned him, got a headshot on him, not gonna lie. He's calling me out weak, so I know to not get up. Luckily, this guy is a little bit lost and doesn't actually know where I am. And I don't shoot, so I just lay there and play the time. Bombs down, 15 seconds. So I just kind of move spots, play time. He's looking for me. He's panicking, and I hear him running, so I know he's not on it. And then as soon as that timer's down, I check the bomb, and just like that, 20-3. So here, you know, round 11, I'm trying to play really conservative. I'm just watching the A cross. I do have an airstrike that I was thinking I could use on A if they do get on site to plant, or even use it back steps. I'm not sure if I used it or not. So here I'm just, you know, waiting for any info on the cross, or maybe somebody coming out of that bottom art or top single window. But it looks like a guy ended up actually pushing P1 and getting into the maps building, which is right to my left. So we end up kind of getting screwed on position here because they went B, they didn't really go A. A lot of waiting in the corner just for info. It was a pretty slow playing round. So now I'm in bottom maps. You know, I'm hearing people above me. They've planted B. We're kind of surrounded. My teammate's trapped at A. I'm just kind of waiting to, you know, try to make a play. I pop Daddy. Come out here to a guy shooting my teammate's body. I get the trade. I'm immediately looking for that second kill. Guy there when I reload. I knife him and get traded. So that's how I went 22-5 and lost the Search and Destroy game. Hopefully this video was a little bit insightful. And I know it's a little long-winded, but let me know if you like this type of video. Let me know if you want, you know, maybe more condensed version. Maybe I shouldn't go over a whole game. Maybe I'll just pick out certain plays and go over them. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.